I saw it. I feel like everyone who goes to Vegas ends up seeing it. Why is it closing?
Yeah, well, the Mirage is actually turning over to become a Hard Rock. It's already owned by the Hard Rock, but they're going to do the full transformation, Jamie. So now they have to close the show. They're shutting it down, and we're hearing that there's no plans to reopen it. So this is your final chance. And like you said, so many people have seen this show over the years, once, twice, 3 times. It's historic.
Yeah, and last weekend, I actually, after they announced that the show was closing, I went and bought tickets, and I talked to the guy at the box office, and he was like, you know what? Get your tickets now, because as we get closer and closer to that final closing date on July 7th, tickets are going to be so hard to get. And this is a beloved show. 18 years it's been running over there at the Mirage. But as Dana said, the show is closing, and then eventually the entire Mirage property is going to close so it can make that full transformation into the Hard Rock.
I mean, that's the thing about Vegas, right? It's everything kind of, has to change over. It's fascinating. The Mirage, I feel like my parents, when I was a little kid, we visited the Mirage, and it was so magical. So to think it's going to be gone is something.
I know.
Last summer I traveled to Vegas. It's actually a great place, even though it's very, very hot, to take your summer vacation to. And you guys have some new ideas. Rutabay's laughing at me, but it's super. There's so much to do. If we do travel out this way, what are your new ideas?
Yeah, we have things tailored to you. You can go outdoors to the pool, or we've got some ideas for inside too. So let's first talk about Sammy Hagar. He is going to have Sammy's Island over at the Palms, and this is going to be really cool. It is open 7 days a week. It kicks off on May 17th, and it's going to be this, island theme. Sammy's known for that. There's going to be food and drink and DJs and live music.
Yeah, some island-inspired, beverages, food menu, and the Palms just has a really beautiful pool to begin with, as you can see here. So having the Red Rockers influence spread throughout that pool deck with his own signature cocktails there, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, and he's also having a grand opening party on May 17th, and tickets are free to go to that. You just go to the Palms website. Also happening this summer over at the Wynn Las Vegas, a huge culinary festival. It's called Revelry, and it's going to be held June 5th through the 8th, and it's going to feature once-in-a-lifetime experiences with the world's best chefs, because this coincides with the world's 50 Best Restaurant Awards that is taking place at the same time in Las Vegas, so they're taking advantage of that. There's going to be a signature event called The Feast. It absolutely sounds spectacular. It's going to take place over at the Wynn Pavilion. And for tickets, you can go to LasVegasRevelry.com.
And here's something else. Rather than being outside, how about you go underground to the Rio's subterranean wine cellar? This has just reopened after several years. The Rio's actually in the middle of a $350 million top-to-bottom renovation to bring back some of the luster that it had back in the early 2000s, late 90s. So we're really, really pulling for the Rio. And by the way, down at the Wine Cellar, every Thursday, they're doing wine tastings. A lot of them are complimentary, but you do have to sign up on the Rio's website to get your name on the list and take part in that. But it is a great space. We just did an interview down there, and it's really cool.
Yeah, so there you have it. You can hang by the pool, you can eat food, and then you can go down to the wine cellar.
It all sounds fabulous, but you had me at wine. Thank you both so much. I appreciate it.
I knew that.
You can hear more from Dana and Sean each week on Vegas Revealed. It's available wherever you listen to your podcasts.